Where's that? That's playing from my speakers. This is not good. Gotta turn that shit down. That's fucking crazy. Alright. Now, we gotta manage my videos. We gotta live. Gotta delete the old one. Okay. Now I have to go to Alright, I'm not getting an error anymore. That's good. I'm gonna unmute it real quick. Alright, looks good to me. I think I'm going to start this stream now. I think we're started. I think we're good to go. No error here. Excellent condition. Perfect. That's what I want to see. I'm going to wait until some people get in here first, though. Maybe I should share this. I don't know. I deleted my Twitter. I don't really know where to share this stream. I got to get the word out. Gotta get the word out about this stream to all the people out there. How many people are there? I don't know, man. It might just be you and me. But I'm just gonna start talking about stuff and then, you know, see what happens. I'll make vods, and we'll go from there. So that's what the show's gonna be. Chainsaw Man vs. Lettery. We might save the Chainsaw Man topic for a bit later and wait for more people to get in because that's a popular thing. I just watched the Chainsaw Man movie, so I wanted to talk about it. Chainsaw Man movie was pretty sick. Yeah, cool. We got a stream set up here. So this is the microphone I've been using to record my music, and now I've got it for the stream. Got that set up, and I thought, you know, we could do a bit more streaming. Can revitalize the channel here, a little revival. I think it's going to be pretty easy to make content if I can just do a stream and then create VODs from the streams. People who enjoy the streams can watch the streams. People who enjoy the videos can watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a good idea. We're getting some boys. The Nose Provider's back. That's right, Nose Provider's here. Nose Provider is back. We got Wayward Beyblade still in here. Still in Japan, baby. We out here. That's weird you haven't seen me in years, though, because I have another channel. I made a whole video announcing the other channel. I don't know if you missed all of that, but I've made Conquer in Japan. I started uploading music. We got tons of stuff happening. I'm still doing stuff. Okay, I'm still doing stuff, but I didn't do one of these face-to-faces for a long time, so I thought, you know, it's about time. Hey, we are taking over. That's still a work in progress, because we fucking collaborated with Brandon Buckingham. The idea was to collaborate with Brandon Buckingham. He releases the Japan videos, and then we get a bunch of traffic coming to the channel. Then I quit my job, and I just do YouTube full-time. That was the idea. That was the plan from the beginning, all right? And then he never uploaded the videos, so I could never quit my job and then do YouTube. So I got fucked by Brandon Buckingham a little bit. And that's cool. You know, he's busy. He's like getting married, buying a house, and having a baby, and going to every ghetto in America and getting shot at by gangs. So, you know, everybody has different priorities. I think that we made some fun Japan videos. I'd like to see him, but, you know, everybody's got different priorities. He's like trying to risk his life every day for whatever reason. He just had a baby. He's like, I'm going to see if I can dodge bullets in the ghettos across America. But, you know, to each his own. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's a good idea, you know. Damn, man, what's going on? I've been quiet for a while, and there's 10 viewers on the stream. One of them is just like peak hater. This is crazy. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I think we're going to start talking about some topics. What kind of topics do I have here? What kind of topics? We could do some light stuff, some light work first. Do some light stuff and then get into the serious stuff. What do you think? What should we talk about here? This is cool. I got my little setup. I'm using a GoPro for the first time as the webcam. See, it's kind of like a fisheye thing. It's like a wide angle. And you can see a lot because I like my room. I think my room is sick as fuck. So you can see I got shelves for days. I've got, things up on the walls. I like that you can see all around. That's important to me. So up until just now, when I plugged in the GoPro to the computer, I'd been using the same Logitech C920 webcam to record YouTube videos for like 15 years. So you could say that we've had a bit of an upgrade. You could say that. You could definitely say we've had a little bit of an upgrade. One Piece update. I have not read One Piece lately, so we're just not going to talk about that. I'm still like slogging through Wano Kuni, and it's just such shit. It's so fucking boring, and I hate One Piece. One Piece is just a trash fucking series where they just repeat the same arc over and over and over again, and it's just recycling the same fucking melodrama every arc. So it's just super boring. I can't get through Wano Kuni. Everybody tells me that One Piece is amazing now, and I have to catch up, and I have to get through it. Sawyer 7 Mage quit One Piece? Wow. And I haven't even got to the part that made him quit. So you're telling me it got even worse? It gets worse than Wano Kuni? See, that's the funny thing is people say, nah, man, you got to get through Wano Kuni. It gets better. And then, like, these guys in the chat right now, we got Ed, Slushy, everyone's saying Wano Kuni sucks. Okay, what was the good arc post time skip? What was the good arc? Because as far as I remember, Doflamingo's Island sucked. Big Mom's Island was... So Doflamingo's Island was just a reskinning of Alabasta. And then the Big Mom stuff was a reskinning of Doflamingo. Up to and including the devil fruit power that she had, which is like slightly different than Doflamingo's power, but they were doing the exact same thing by like trapping people in these objects. So, yeah, Whole Cake Island sucked. Besides the Sanji stuff was fun. But as a whole, it was just pretty bad. Dressrosa sucked. It was just rehashed Alabasta. Fishman Island obviously sucked. Like, all of Time Skip has been shit. So, I don't know. Did I like Zoe? I guess Zoe was cool. That was like a short transitionary thing, though, right? I barely even remember Zoe. I just remember Kaido. I remember getting excited and screaming about Kaido on YouTube. I remember that. But that's about it. I wish, like, One Piece got me excited again, because that'd be easy money. Everybody wants to hear me talk about One Piece again. But I just fucking don't like it. And I'm not a fake... I don't want to say the N-word right now, but I'm not a fake N-word. I'm a real N-word. I think it's funnier to say N-word, actually, because everybody's saying it now. So I think now we can just say N-word, and it's funnier. Because now everyone's just saying it. I don't know if you've been watching the internet lately, but it's not even taboo anymore to just say it. So I'm going to bring back... Anyway. So that's the story on One Piece. I bought all the volumes. I kind of like committed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to read this shit. And then I ended up just playing a JRPG instead. Just ended up playing through a JRPG. The entire fucking RPG was great. Played through Witch Spring R. It took me like 4 days. That game is amazing. Amazing. That game is beautiful. That game made me cry, made me happy, made me feel good. Witch Spring R, cannot recommend that enough. It is short. I finished it in 4 days, but It was worth the money. I paid like $15 for it. Witchspring R. That was fantastic. What the fuck? Thoughts on your people and the god? Are you implying that I'm Jewish? I'm not Jewish. I thought it was very well known that I'm Armenian. So yeah, I'm not like a I'm not Jewish, guys. Let's drop that. You can tell from my nose, okay? This is something I get very often. This idea that I have a Jewish nose, it's just not true. Look at my nose. It's not hooked. It's getting a little bit droopy because I'm getting older, but it's not hooked. It's not a hooked nose. It's a straight triangular nose. This is an Armenian nose. Some might say a Roman nose, not a Jewish nose. So you guys obviously are not racist enough. You don't know enough about races, so you shouldn't be judging me on my appearance if you're just not a good analyst of the features. You got to be able to analyze features a little bit better. Otherwise, I don't know why you're even talking and commenting on the subject. This is strange, though. The chat is not updating for me live. Maybe I should just look at it on YouTube. My program is lagging. Let's see. Where's that? How do I... Bruh. So tilting. I'm glad it's working at least. Pretty thankful that everything's working. Can you do us a favor and stop poking us with that schnoz? That's crazy. That's unbelievable that you just said that to me. I can't believe you just said that to me. Alright, we're going to do some discussions now. We're going to talk about stuff. We got 19 viewers. And I'm going to do it as if I can just cut it and make it into a VOD, so bear with me here. I'm going to try to make a live action code provider video right now, and then I can just edit that and upload that, and we're going to get bang for our buck here. Hold on, I got to make sure I'm not running over my microphone cable with the chair. Alright. I don't know if it's the beard, but he looks so chubby now. Yeah, I am chubby now. Thank you for reminding me. You see that pull-up bar over there? I haven't exercised in like 10 years. Well, I haven't exercised ever. I've never exercised in my life. I tried to go to the gym for 2 months and I fucking injured my shoulder, and so I quit. I had to cancel my gym membership. But I got that pull-up bar because I'm just so fucking fat. I got this big-ass gut. And I have like a very slim body type. Like, you can't tell I'm fat besides my face. But if you look at my physique, I just don't have like a fat man's physique generally. Like my the body type. Everybody's got different fat distribution. I've got the Armenian belly. No, I do look chubby. That's actually true. That's a valid criticism. And I am trying to lose that belly. The belly is a big problem. I haven't been getting laid as much as I used to. That's probably because I'm 5 years older now since I left my girlfriend. Since I met my girlfriend and then left her. So it makes more sense. You know, that makes sense. 29-year-old is going to have a harder time getting laid than a 24-year-old. At the same time, though, I think it's because of the chub. I think it is because of the chub. Bitches don't like the chub, especially in Japan. Like, bitches don't like the chub. Bitches want skinny guys. And I used to be that. I used to be skinny. And I didn't work out. But they liked that. They like skinny with a, you know what I'm saying. But they like you frail. They don't want to see no chub. So I gotta work on the chub. Anyway, I guess we'll do some fucking questions. Why not? You guys showed up. Have you found Japanese... What's this question? Have you found Japanese women receptive to dating foreigners? Mostly no. Most Japanese women are not receptive to dating foreigners. For me in particular, I have had a lot of experiences with Japanese women, but yeah, it depends on the situation. I think if you're tall and you're blonde with blue eyes, you're going to have a wonderful time, because a lot of Japanese girls just want to give that a shot. They just want to give that a go. And also, they see that as like a huge upgrade. Better, just racially superior to themselves. I think the blonde hair, blue eyed people are the only ones that they view as being actually superior to Japanese. Whereas for me, maybe they see me on the same level or lower than them, perhaps. Who knows? I don't really know. But I do know that they really like blonde Europeans. Other than that, you also have to consider that Japanese women, if you're, if you're gonna, it depends. Like I like girls who are not disgusting, you know. If you're fine with dating a disgusting, washed up, tattooed, whatever, then yeah, it's not going to be hard for you to mess around with a Japanese girl and have a wonderful relationship. But if you want to get a good girl, good girls, they're looking for marriage. They're looking for a serious partner. And most girls don't view foreigners as a serious partner because they want to have Japanese kids. So they want to have, a regular Japanese family. They want to have Japanese kids. They want to have stability and the same culture. They want to be familiar. They don't want curveballs. They don't want their entire life to be a curveball. They don't know what to expect getting married to a foreigner. So you're going to have to, if you want to marry a Japanese girl, get serious with a Japanese girl, you're going to have to find an eccentric girl to begin with, which I did. My ex-girlfriend was very eccentric and special. But, yeah, I just decided to bail on that. So, it is what it is. I heard Japanese women stop giving sex after marriage. Is this true? Yeah, that's true. Every older man married to a Japanese woman I know is either miserable or either miserable or like a complete normie. You know what I mean? The kind of guy who's just like, whoa, I'm happy I just watched my kid play soccer game and they won the game, and like that's all he needs from life type thing. So there's like those guys who are like fine with not having sex with their wives, and they just get total fulfillment out of their half-breed children. But no, yeah, mostly if you get married to a Japanese girl, you're not getting any more sex for the rest of your life. That's why they have the red light districts. That's why, Kabukicho, famous red light area. Every Nanba in Osaka, every Japanese city has a red light area where you go and you go to the soaplands. And it's mostly married men who go to the soaplands because their wives are not interested anymore. And they're probably not interested in their wives, if we're being honest. I mean, women hit the wall, and then what? Why would you want to be having sex with your wife after she does that? Why would you want to be doing that? Yeah. Can you ever see yourself settling down and marrying someone? Yeah, I was very close to it. Honestly. I went to America last time not last time, but when I was with my girlfriend, I went to America and I went to City Hall and I got the paperwork I would need to come back to Japan and get married in Japan to prove that I'm single and not married in America, So I was very close to getting married. Very close. And then I had like a sudden epiphany all of a sudden, like a Ratatouille moment. And I just realized, like, I can't do this, bruh. This is not the right time to commit to this. That was close. I have not gone to any soaplands, but one of my best friends out here in Japan has, and he recommended it to me. He always tells me, because sometimes I'll complain about, like, man, I went on this date. That's a story I could tell. I could tell that story. We're on topic anyway. I could tell a story about this date I went on recently, and it was fucking crazy. It was really crazy, bro. It was really crazy, bro. I wonder, I should look at her profile first to remember what I first saw before I met this girl. Last time I remember you were drinking a corn Starbucks coffee or something with your Japanese girlfriend. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago, bro. Listen, you want the real code provider updates that are happening right now? I am releasing music under the handle Raijin, Raijin. There's a separate channel. I made the last video on this channel promoting that music channel as well. So check out my songs. I'm taking it seriously. I'm not fucking around. I'm rapping in Japanese. I'm making all the beats, all the production, all the video production, all the editing myself. It's a one-man operation, and I would appreciate your support. So, what kind of fucking chat is this? Without even a donation, a free chat, and you're asking me this like personal questions? That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you miss her? You kind of seem sad every time she comes up. Yeah, she was a sweet person, obviously. I just said I thought I was going to marry her, so obviously she was a wonderful person. I'm not going to say anything bad about her. So, it was nothing, it's nothing I want to get into right now. But anyway, I do want to get into this fucking crazy date I went on. So let me find the profile, because I did match with her on a dating app first. Forgot her name though, so it might be hard to find. Let's see. And you kind of know when you're gonna. All right, can't find the profile, but I'll do my best here. Already e-begging after leaving this channel to run away for many years. Come on, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna e-beg. Economy shit out here in Japan. I'm fucking shaking a can right now. Alright. You wanna know personal details about why I fucking ended my 5-year relationship? You're gonna have to pay up, alright? That's how that works, okay? I'm gonna jingle my fucking change here. So you can suck a dick. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what a live stream is. Everybody's a professional fucking, jingler. Professional fucking jingler out here. In any case, I'm going to start this off and try to make it like a YouTube video so I could, make a VOD. So let's try to do an intro, a little YouTube intro here. And I'm going to ignore the chat now. I'm going to try to ignore you guys so I can just make this video. Alright, how do I haven't made a fucking YouTube video in so long. I don't know how to do this shit anymore. This shit's crazy. I never done this. Before. It's my first time, guys. I never did YouTube before. I made my channel in fucking 2009. Is that correct? I think I made it in 2009. Started uploading in 2009. I started giving away chaotic codes. I was providing codes since 2009. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, now I want to provide the code to a crazy fucking date I went on, dude. This was so crazy. I can't believe this. I shouldn't even tell this story, but it's just some random Japanese girl. So, what's the worst that could happen? It was a crazy story. This is a crazy story. All right, hold on. I'm hearing some noises. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna tell you about. Okay, I can't do this. This is crazy. I'm gonna try to do it. What's up, everybody? This feels so stupid. What's going on, guys? I'm gonna tell you about a crazy date I went on recently. After leaving my girlfriend, I've been trying to get some action. You know how it is. Boys will be boys. We gotta get in there. We gotta, keep on going. Keep running on that treadmill. We can't escape samsara. So I matched with this girl on a dating app, and she seems particularly enthusiastic to meet me, which is a huge red flag. Japanese girls, the good ones, are shy, and they're apprehensive, and they're like just little birds. And I know that's a cliche, you call women birds, but they're these like tiny little sparrows that you see in the park that you make one sudden movement, they're gone instantly. That's Japanese girls. They're shy, they're deliberate, they care about the words you say in text messages. You say the wrong word, it's over. They have already made up their mind about you. That's what we're dealing with Japanese girls. If you look at their profiles on a dating app, they do not even show you their face half the time. They will show you their hair. They'll show you a cake that they ate at a cafe. They'll show you their lips, maybe, potentially, possibly. So, very shy people, generally. So, huge red flag when I have this girl who is just dying to meet up with me. And it's not like I don't know, like a gay Indian or something in New Delhi just pulling a fast one on me, trying to scam me and get me to send him some Amazon gift cards or something like that. No, it was a real woman. So the fact that it was a real woman and she had piercings, that's something I noticed. Another red flag. I never go for girls with piercings. And also, the last picture on her profile was a snake, which is another huge red flag. You never want to date a girl who has a pet snake. But alas, when you're horny, you make mistakes. Well, it's not even really a mistake. I thought it'd be like a interesting experience. We just went to a cafe. Anyway, so I invite her out to this cafe, one of my favorite cafes in town. They play some nice, good jazz music on these old speakers, real warm sounds, just relaxing, nice, chill, good coffee. Great stuff. Good little treats, good pudding, good stuff. So I meet up with her in this park near the cafe. She is thick, what the African Americans would call thick. I would say she was a little fat, but again, I didn't really care too much. I was down to clown. She looked pretty good, and she was wearing a very sexually provocative outfit. She had a zipper up here for her cleavage, which she regularly opened throughout the encounter. She was like, "Hey, check out my little cleavage window," and she had some pretty big tits for a Japanese girl, but that's mostly because she was fat, I think, if I'm being honest. And then she had these really short jeans shorts that were black and were really ripped up. So they were already really short, and then they were also torn, so, you know, like some zombie shorts. So she was looking very elusive and enthralling, and I'm just listing words here. But we go to this cafe, and she starts complaining that she's hot. And she's wearing a type like cardigan thing. So I was like, just take it off. What are you doing? Just take that off. And this is when I should have known something was up. Let me see in the chat if you guys want to guess what was up. But she was like, "No, if I take this off, no, nah. This is not fake and gay, okay? This actually happened to me 2 weeks ago, okay? This is a real fucking story. So, stop trying to distract me. I'm recording a YouTube video here." So she refuses to take off this cardigan, or shawl, whatever the hell, something over her shoulders and arms. And we're talking. And we're talking. And we're talking. And I ask about the snake, as one does. And she said, "I actually have..." What was the number? She gave me like a ridiculous fucking number. She was like, "I actually have 3,000 of them." Like, it was actually absurd. It was a crazy fucking number. It was a crazy fucking number. She's like, "I actually have 3,000 of them in my apartment." And I'm like, bruh, like, like, what? And then she goes, "No, well, you see, I'm a breeder, and I do this for a living, and I grew up on a farm, and my family had always raised animals and took care of horses and things like that, so I kind of naturally took an interest in reptiles and breeding reptiles, and I have thousands of snakes, geckos, lizards, all of the above in my apartment." I'm like, bruh, in a Japanese apartment in a big city, like, what kind of apartment are you living in? Like, so now I'm actually curious to check out this girl's apartment. I'm trying to get in on these snakes. I want to see what's going on. This actually piqued my curiosity. I'm not actually that of a judgmental of a person. I would say I'm actually not judgmental at all. I don't judge people. Believe it or not. I try not to judge people. Try not to judge people. Anyway, let me see if I can remember any other details here about this date. So I found out about the snakes. And again, she keeps like opening and closing this like tit zipper and seducing me. We ordered 2 puddings, but they only gave us 1, so we had to share 1 pudding, and it was a pudding brulee. But then there was no brulee top, and it was like strawberry jam on top. So when the dude brought it, when the waiter brought it, I was like, we ordered the brulee pudding. And he was like, this is the brulee pudding. And I was like, bruh, what the fuck? I remember that. That happened. Dude, I'm so distracted by these chats. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this fucking YouTube video. Fuck you, Digi-Cowboy. I'm trying to record a fucking YouTube video here. Okay? Show some respect. Alright? So what else happened? I'm trying to think here. What else did she tell me about? I feel like there was multiple things she told me about at the coffee date. So I found out about this breeding operation. The pudding order was wrong, but I was happy that they only gave us 1 pudding because it was not good and not what I expected. And that cafe has really good puddings in general, but I don't like strawberry jam, okay? So I was already thrown for a loop because I didn't want that strawberry jam pudding. And now I'm here with this freaky girl who also had a tattoo and like way more piercings than I expected. She had piercings like up here in the eyebrows, the nose, and a lot around the ears. You know, like that's another red flag. The upper ear piercings, when they've got like 7 of them, that shit is disturbing. Yeah, hold on. Oh, man. So traumatized. I should probably pull up, because when this happened, I told my friend about it. I should just pull up those messages. Nah, it's too far, too long ago. I'm not going to find those fucking Instagram DMs. Instagram doesn't let you search through DMs by keyword. Anyway. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Focus up, my G. I'm trying to focus up, man. I'm trying to record a YouTube video here. I'm getting hot. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting bullied in the comments. I'm getting nervous. I got 19 viewers who want to hear this fucking story. I gotta deliver. I gotta deliver. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was that. Yeah, she tells me about her upbringing on the farm with the horses. She tells me about these thousands of animals she has in her apartment. She tells me that the most expensive snake she has is worth like $15,000. And at this point, I'm like, holy shit. She's fucking reptile queen, reptile princess. I'm curious. I'm willing to go out on a limb and learn a little bit more. Because also I was pretty horny. She was being very seductive. I knew that, you know, it could happen. If I wanted it to happen, it could happen at any moment. We could go into a karaoke booth. We can go into a public bathroom. We can go literally anywhere and it would happen immediately. We could go back to the reptile castle. So there was that. So there's always that when you know you can just smash, you're not gonna bail too early. But I was getting freaky vibes. Anyway, it was getting hot. So I did suggest, hey, why don't we go somewhere else that is cool, some air conditioning, and I thought, you know what, karaoke, that's a good spot because we're going to be alone, we're not going to be in the public eye, so we can have more of a personal conversation. It was people all around us at the cafe. It seemed like she was uncomfortable about saying certain things. I wanted to find out what those certain things were. I wanted to find out what those secrets were. And actually, after we left the cafe and we got in the elevator, because the cafe was on the 5th floor of a building, we get in the elevator doors closed, and I turned to her and I straight up told her, and this is real, this whole thing is real, I'm a real fucking N-word. So I straight up looked her dead in the eyes and I said, I get the feeling you're still hiding something from me, something big. What is it? What are you hiding from me? And she literally like looked around, was like, I don't know what you mean. I don't think so. That's the English translation. So at that point, I'm feeling like there's no way this girl just looks insane and breeds thousands of reptiles and then is otherwise just a normal, fun girl. There's no fucking way. Obviously, something's going on here. So we go to karaoke. She's a pretty good singer, actually. She's not so good with the modern pop songs, but she sang some old school, like 1960s type shit, type Japanese shit. I love 1960s Japanese songs. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a little record collection down here. You can kind of see. Yeah, you can kind of see. Yeah, that's all records right here. I like old Japanese music. So I actually really liked her voice, her singing voice. And then she took off the cardigan. She took off the cardigan. What do you think I saw there, boys? What did I see when she took off that cardigan? I saw 5 deep slashes. One of them was like a solid fucking gash, like a solid chunk cut out, and it was, ugh, oh, I don't, bleh. Oh, it was horrific. That was horrific. I am kind of a weak guy when it comes to blood. I don't like blood at all, and it makes me queasy. And I look at her arm, and I see this like if you, like a triangle, like an indent of a triangle, if you made a cut like that and a cut like that, so there was like a triangular chunk taken out of her arm, and then 5 cuts. So, yeah, then she tells me 2 days ago she tried to do that. 2 days ago. And at that point, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I never want to see this girl again. Oh, man. This sucks. Like, that sucks so bad, too. Because then it's like, what? You get this, like, weird, like, guilt feeling when it's like, I don't even fucking know you. I don't even know you. And now you're springing this on me all of a sudden. And it's like, oh, no, you tried to, off yourself 2 days ago. And now it's like, now I'm here. Cool. Like, what am I doing here? I don't want to be part of this. Yeah, I don't want to be part of that. Gotta see it through. No, I don't gotta see it through. I do not gotta see it through. So after that, I was like, hey, don't kill yourself. And all that standard shit that you say to somebody who tried to do that, I guess. But I don't really care that much. And I think it's a narcissistic thing to do. Like, it's a shitty thing to do. Because there's, I hate that, like, oh, you're supposed to feel bad for her. You're supposed to support her and all that shit. It's a shitty thing to do. You got other people in your life who care about you. She's got like 3,000 reptiles that are going to die if she dies. And I asked her about that, and she said no. She has somebody waiting in line to take over her reptile operation if she did disappear. So, yeah, give her something to live for. So then after karaoke, we go back to the park because that's where my bicycle was, and I need to ride the fuck out of there. So we go back to the park, and we just sit on a bench, and I talk to her for a little bit on the bench. And that is what she was trying to get me to do, give her something to live for. So she kept describing to me how she treats her man in a relationship. So she keeps trying to tell me, like, I'll do anything. Oh, if we were dating, oh, I would do anything. I would do anything you want me to do. I would do anything you want me to do. And then she was describing to me all the things that she has done for her ex-boyfriend, who left her a few days ago and was the reason that triggered what she did to herself. And she was just going on and on. And, yeah. Anyway, that's the story. I eventually said, I'm tired. I'm going to go take a nap. And then I rode the fuck out of there. And that's the story. I don't know if I can make that into a YouTube video. It's not very good. Was that good? I don't know. Was that a good story? Maybe not. Bruh, quick rebound. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean quick? I left my for her. For her, yeah. That's true. That's true. That is a quick fucking rebound. Quick fucking rebound, bro. Her boyfriend leaves her 2 days ago. She tries to off herself in the bathtub, survives, ends up in the hospital. 2 days later, comes out with me and is ready for action. She's just ready. She's ready to ensnare me. But yeah, after the date, I thought your left ear enjoyed the story. Oh fuck, is the audio actually fucked? Why? You guys have been sending 100 fucking shitty messages and nobody wanted to tell me that the audio was fucked the entire time. I thought it was fine. I didn't know that it was a left side thing. Fuck. I thought this microphone was set up fine. Why did nobody tell me it was not fine? Hold on. Is this better? I gotta unplug my PlayStation 2 memory card. It's in the way. Hold on. Alright. I don't have much space here. I've got a PlayStation 2 up here. I don't really play it, but it's nice to have scenery. That story was weaker than the For Neverworlds video. That's because that video was just genius writing. That's because that was written. This is something that actually happened to me. That video that you're referring to was just great storytelling. I'm a good writer. That's just a fact. I'm writing a book right now. It's almost done. I'm a great writer. I have confidence in that. But my life is not that interesting compared to my written work. Is this a better position in the microphone? Is this better? Brother, you're on speaker. My entire village is listening. Your fucking Indian village, bro. My entire village. What country are you watching from that you have a fucking village? Who lives in a village, bro? Not close enough to the cam. Me? Oh, nose not close enough to the cam. Alright, I'll give you a little nose cam. Little nose cam. That's actually cool. That looks good. You know what I just got, actually? Hold on. Because my teeth are kind of yellow as fuck. I don't know if you can see that. I can make a quick little YouTube short out of this. My teeth are kind of yellow as fuck. So, search Amazon Japan to see if they might have a remedy for that situation. And I found Shiroiha Black, which means white teeth black. So this is a black powder charcoal toothpaste that's also made with a bunch of minerals. Apparently, it's got a ton of minerals written on the back. So I don't know, but I thought maybe on stream I could brush my teeth with this and then get my mouth all black. But I'm wearing a white shirt, so maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just take off my clothes and do that naked off stream. But I do want to make my teeth a little whiter. My teeth are kind of fucking yellow as shit. Just stick your face on the mic and it'll be good. Is it actually not good? I don't understand. I'm looking at my audio level. It looks fine. It's like, it's not hitting the red zone. It's in the yellow zone. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that good? I could increase it a little bit. Do you want me to increase the volume? Did that work? I don't even know. I'm off it. I don't care. Sounds like you guys can hear me, so I don't really care. We'll see what happens. So I got black charcoal shit toothpaste. You tried charcoal toothpaste for a bit, but you heard it's bad for your enamel. Yeah, I'm not planning on doing it. Charcoal does not whiten your teeth, it just erodes the enamel to make it shinier. Nah, bro. Nah. Let me tell you, I'm not gonna fucking use it every day. Aight? And I'm not gonna use it with my electric toothbrush. I'm gonna lightly brush up, and I'm not. I understand it's an abrasive. I'm not gonna fucking destroy my enamel. I'm gonna moderately use this abrasive material to make my teeth not fucking yellow. Okay? Any teeth scientists in the chat? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm getting hot. What is this shit? It's already cold outside, but it's getting hot in here. I don't know why. Maybe because I have like 15 fucking lights going on. And the lighting still looks like shit. I gotta get like... The problem is if you have a front-facing light, like it's just too bright. I don't know how these guys do it like that. Like Nick Fuentes. I saw that photo that they took of him for, I think, the New York Times or something. And it was a photo of him so you could see his streaming setup. And he has this huge, bright, white light in front of him. This huge light, man. That, and it doesn't bother him. Like, he just goes for 4 hours straight monologues, and it's pretty sick. That guy is a legend of the game. Incredible streaming abilities. I can't put a light right there. But anyway. Man, it's getting hot. This is crazy. What happened here? What's going on? Alright, we got 13. I was waiting for more viewers. We got less viewers. So that sucks. Fuck. I really dropped the ball. I thought we'd get more viewers. Thought we could build up our viewership. We got less viewers. Yeah, I don't know, man. What do I put this up here? I don't know. I don't know what to fucking do, dude. Is that good? Is that good? Maybe that's better. All right. Let's talk about the... Is this too loud now? No, it's probably fine. Let's talk about the Chainsaw Man movie. So, last Friday, Chainsaw Man, the Reise arc movie dropped in Japan. Before anywhere else, I believe. I don't think any of you motherfuckers saw this movie, so this is hype. Hold on, I gotta do that over because I don't want to swear in the intro of a YouTube video. Alright, so last Friday... Alright. Cody, you'll get viewers if you're consistent in stream. That's the idea, bitch, okay? That's why I'm conscious of making clips so I can cut them into VODs so I can promote future streams. I'm taking this seriously right now if you didn't want to fucking make fun of me in the chat, bro. Alright? Alright. So last Friday, the Chainsaw Man... the camera's here. I'm looking at that shitty webcam up there. The camera's right here. Okay. So last Friday, the Chainsaw Man Reise arc movie just dropped in Japan. I went to see it before any of you out there. I don't believe it was released in any other country. So if you want to know anything about the movie, you're going to have to keep watching. Stick with me. I've got the codes. I'm providing the answers about the movie. How was the movie? Was it worth watching? If you're already a fan of the manga, you already know the story. Why watch the movie? What's the point? What are you going to get out of the movie? It was amazing. It was awesome. It's the first time I went to a movie theater in a long time. Japanese movies lately suck. Modern Japanese cinema is shit. They don't know how to make good movies, except sometimes they do. But not for a while. And this Chainsaw Man movie, wow, that was a breath of fresh air. Because I love the cinema. I love going to see new movies. I love seeing movies on the big screen, the nice speaker, surround sound, all that shit. And let me tell you something. The Chainsaw Man movie was a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. Because, one, first of all, the soundtrack for that movie was genius. There's so much variety in that soundtrack. There's so many fun, bouncy, chill, beautiful tracks balanced with these crazy kind of metal, electronic, heavy distortion tracks for the action scenes. And it takes you on a journey musically. And I want to buy that soundtrack. That is one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. Maybe the best soundtrack I've ever heard for an anime movie. Incredible soundtrack. Besides like Evangelion, the Eva movies are goated with soundtracks, but this movie is up there. It was an incredible soundtrack. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, of course, we already know the story. The story's not a big deal. It was faithful to the manga. You don't have to worry about that. That's not a problem. But the other thing you want to talk about, what is this? Is this too loud? I don't even know what's going on. What are we talking about? The other important factor here is the animation, and that did not disappoint. They had so many people collaborating on this. You watch the end credits, it's like 1 million people who they commissioned to collaborated with to animate a tiny scene, I assume, because there were action sequences that looked so varied. There was such a huge variety in the visuals that it felt like a truly original experience. That was a great movie. And also, for me personally, that arc I hadn't read for a while. I read that years ago, but I have been keeping up with Chainsaw Man. It's one of the only mangas that I keep up with. So my audio has been fine the entire time. All right, I'm gonna push the mic back a little bit. Fuck this shit, man. I can't fucking do YouTube. This fucking shit. Eugene, yo. We got Dan in here. Danny's here. Danny's still a moderator asking if he should ban. Danny, don't ban anybody. Don't ban any users. I'm trying to make a anime movie review here. Fix your shitty audio, bro. This is tilting. This is crazy. Audio is fuck. The audio is supposed to be good. I can hear myself. I can literally hear myself. That's why I'm wearing headphones. What do you think I'm listening to? Nothing. I'm listening to my own fucking voice. Alright? I know what it sounds like. I'm live monitoring my fucking audio. I'm a fucking professional. Fucking bitch. Anyway. What's the point here? So I've been in the Chainsaw Man mood for a while now, keeping up with the manga. I love the series, and so the movie just was perfect for me. I was ready to go, and that's what I needed to feel good on a Friday night, man. That was a good fucking movie, and that's too short for a YouTube video. What else can I say about the movie? I need to make more clips so I can make an 8-minute fucking YouTube video. But that's all I really got to say. Amazing music, incredible animation, faithful to the manga, great voice acting, great suspense and tension on the scenes that matter. The scene when, spoiler alert, she bites off his tongue was done so well. Man. And I even almost forgot what was going to happen because I got so enthralled in the romance sequence, the dating scenes, the fun, kind of just chill, happy times with Denji and Reize. So then when everything took a turn, it surprised me, and I'm a fan of the manga. I read the manga long ago, so, great movie, couldn't recommend it enough. If you're a fan of Chainsaw Man, don't miss the movie. The Reize arc did not disappoint. Phenomenal anime movie. I'm excited. I hope they continue to make movies out of the Chainsaw Man arcs, not a season 2 of the anime, because this was way better than the anime ever was. I'm telling you, the anime was awesome, and the anime got me to start reading the manga. The anime blew me away. It was fantastic, but this movie was 10 times better than anything the anime ever had, and that is insane. That's why it was so good. That was crazy, bro. Anyway, that's it for my review. Chainsaw Man movie. Saw it in Japan. If you're in Japan, if you're coming to Japan, check out the movie. If you can't speak Japanese, go fuck yourself, and have a nice day. Woo! We need another Akihabara video review. Nostalgia baby. Badev, what a great time to be alive to catch this live stream. Yeah, man, I didn't announce it anywhere. If you're watching the stream, you're just one of the chosen ones. You're one of the chosen few, because I did not announce this anywhere. So if you're here, that just means you're a real N-word and you're a real fan. Danny came to Japan. Danny was telling me about his trip to Japan. He did a lot of fun things here. A lot of fun. Probably had more fun than I have had in 10 years in one trip, because Danny is just balling out and he just does whatever he wants. I don't do that. I have to take the disciplined route. Oh, I must have discipline. Yeah. So that's cool, bro. I mostly just do free activities. I do stuff that doesn't cost money. I go to the beach. I go to the fucking the river. You didn't read my dono. I didn't know I had donos, bro. I'm sorry. Thank you for informing me. Let me check. Let me see what happened. I said I was going to check them between segments. So now we are between segments. So I will be checking. Here we go. The last tip was on September 5th, 2019. That's fucking crazy. Is that the last? That's no. That can't be the last stream that I did. I guess, no, because people were sending super chats. That's what it was. But anyway, we got $5 fucking US from Mar. Appreciate that. That's actually like 800 yen, so that's huge. That buys me a lot in Japan. That buys me... Dude, if I get 10 of those, I can buy a fucking prostitute. So, keep them coming. Thank you very much. We get 10 donos, I am going to the fucking soapland. I have had enough of these hoes. I do not want to go on any more dates. I want to go to the soapland just like Danny. I just want to be cool like Danny and afford soaps. Thanks, Danny. Thanks for trying with your different headphones. I appreciate that. It's good to have somebody reliable that can actually tell me what's going on when everybody's trolling me in the chat. So I appreciate that. That's cool. I think we're back to doing the live streams, Danny. I think we're back. I think that's going to be a regular thing. Except my my video feed is lagging now. Ah, shit. What happened? Fuck. Hold on. Oh, man. Right when I said... Can you still hear me? Right when I said, I think we're back and we're going to be streaming, everything collapsed. Are we back? Boys, are we back? No, we're not back. Oh, man. This is terrible. Why is this not working all of a sudden? What happened? Bruh. Bro, why? Is it overheated or something? What the fuck happened? Hold on. What happened, bro? Bro. The camera is pretty fucking hot. Maybe it literally overheated and died. It's possible. GoPro is shit. I know, guys. GoPro is shit, but it's all I got right now. Yo, the chat. Hey, the chat is pissing me off now. The chat is pissing me off. I'm not happy about what's happening in the chat. The GoPro's dead. I guess the GoPro is dead, yeah. Yeah, the GoPro's very hot. I should probably just put this to rest. It's like boiling. It's on fucking fire. It's not good. Hold on. I'm gonna get the regular webcam. We're gonna switch to the regular webcam. Hold on. How do I do this? We're gonna... Fuck, dude. Switch to this. Is that plugged in? Yeah, it is plugged. Ah, see, my room looks terrible like this. This is shit. That's why I was using the GoPro. This looks like shit. And you can see my dirty ass fucking dishes. You can't see my sick ass fucking bookshelf over here. And you can see my dirty dishes. So this is terrible. This is awful. This is not what I wanted at all. So I hope you're happy. This is just not what I wanted. This camera fucking sucks. Alright. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fuck. This looks like shit now. I gotta bring this over here. No, just there's nothing I could do about that. Is there? Hold on. Maybe there is something I could. No, I don't. Do I care? I care a little bit. It just looks like shit. I do care. I'm gonna try to put on a tripod and see if we can get a better angle. Home provider without Instagram filters, bruh. Why is everybody trolling me? I'm just like trying to live my life and entertain you guys and like try to make some fucking YouTube videos and, you know, to put some food on my family. We are so not back. This angle is ass. Yo, see, I knew it. I knew the angle was ass. I knew it was a problem. I'm already on it. Don't worry. I'm already on it. Are you teaching English to small children? No, I'm not. I quit that job, and that's why I have more time now to do the live streams. That's why I thought, hey, why don't I start live streaming regularly? Because I have time now. I actually have time. I only work 3 days a week now. Don't tell the Japanese government. I'm kidding. They know. They already know. Don't worry. Don't try to tell them because they already know. They're fine with it. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I only work 3 days a week. So I've got 4 days off a week. So I thought, hey, I can start fucking streaming and make some VODs. Get some content churning out. Maybe reestablish some sort of an online internet presence to promote my fucking music and t-shirt designs. And start getting some revenue flowing. You know what I'm saying? Turn into a fucking business mogul right here. That's what I thought. But you know what? I think it's about time to become a fucking business mogul. That's what I was thinking. Hold on. Oh shit. Check this out. Check those guys out. Look at these guys. They're made out of fucking wood. Look at that. Aren't those sick? I like these more than any sort of anime figure. Look at these things. Handmade from wood. These things are cool. Bruh, what is this angle? I don't want to show you guys all that. Why are you looking at... Oh, shit. I'm trying to get this on a tripod. Stop looking at my fucking curtains. Bitch. Don't look at my curtains. I don't want you to see my curtains. Oh shit, there's all this dust on this fucking camera too? Hold on. Oh, this is disgusting. I got dust on my finger. I hate that. What we got here? COVID shot destroyed my body 3.5 years ago, so I work 0 days a week and exist in constant pain. It's epic. That's fucking terrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I knew that the COVID shot was poison because I am a red-pilled motherfucker, so I was not taking that shot under any circumstances. And I have no regrets about that. So that's fucking terrible. Sorry to hear that. I know some people had to take the shot because of work and all that stuff. I'm happy that in Japan they never required you to take it, and no workplace was allowed, as far as I know, to force you to take it. I think there was some pressure on some people in some companies, but as far as I know, Japan was fairly loose with it, as far as like actual rules with the vaccine. It was more like social pressure. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta turn off that fucking light now. It's a shit light. Alright. That's kind of chill. That's not bad. This is fine. I just want you to see my fucking wall, pimp-ass bookshelf. Alright. Yeah, so this looks fine. I think we can roll with this. Yeah. This camera I've had for 15 years. It's still pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. You should have kept up with the new channel you started with your bro. It's near impossible to revive a neglected channel. Yeah, but you know, I mean, here's the thing, Dan. When you are also working every day of the week, it's really hard to make YouTube videos when I'm editing everything myself and I don't have the funds to hire an editor. And before you're at that level where you can like pay people to help you with the annoying parts of video making, when you have to do everything yourself, like, it's pretty fucking hard to be consistent on YouTube unless you have the time. You were honestly shadow banned when you did videos with the Donald Trump hat. That's possible. That's actually possible. I think it's also not necessarily that though. I think they might shadow ban you just based on your YouTube search history type shit, or Google search history, like the type of shit that you Google. You know what I mean? Because it's all connected. Does it have to be from content, or is it just like, this is a problematic person who is interested in some dangerous topics, so we're not gonna give him viewership? I don't know how that works. But yeah, maybe from the Donald Trump times. But also, at the same time, I don't know, I kind of like this channel, and I feel like if I provide the codes, if I do what I set out to do and I provide codes and I have a weekly or bi-weekly, no, if I have like a 3-day-a-week live stream plus VODs, I think we can revive this channel. Like Wheezy Waiter, you remember Wheezy Waiter? Wheezy Waiter revived the channel. He fell off for a long time, but then he came back and his channel kept on going. Anyway, Koopy, that's terrible, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, man, I don't know. That's the problem, is like, I would have loved to fucking make videos and just tell people don't take the vaccine and tell them why and try to help my followers, but like, YouTube was fucking blocking those videos anyway and removing your channel if you said shit like that. They were literally preventing people from spreading that information, which could have saved people. That's terrible. Wow, that's fucking terrible, man. I hate hearing that. Ugh. There's just so many victims of this fucking shit, man. And then it's infuriating when all you hear people say is like, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Just a conspiracy theorist, no evidence. Like, there's plenty of fucking evidence. Plenty of evidence. Anyway, I don't like the fucking light, man. I don't like the way the light is messing on my face. Do I gotta lean back in the chair? Aight. Shit, we gonna lean back. Shit. Aight. Oh, look at that. Now we lean back. Now we pimping. Shit. Aight. Shit. Shouts out to Koopy. Respect. Koopy, you're a real one. You've been around for fucking a decade. Maybe more than a decade. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more than a decade. Yeah. That's crazy. How crazy is it that you guys have been here for a decade? And most of us are like under 30, no? So 1/3 of our lives we have been connected. Think about that. Even you, Digi Cowboy. Even you. But, hold on. I did want to do a live manga review for good old times. For old times' sakes, I wanted to do a little manga review. But, I do want to see what's going on here. Here we go. Been watching since you worked with Amazing Atheist. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. The one video I did for him was really popular too. And then it was one of the most popular videos on my channel. And then it got demonetized by YouTube, like before the big demonetization waves. I remember that. I got like 500,000 views on this fucking octopus manga review. And I got no money from it. It's crazy, man. And then like my big convention videos, you get like Vietnamese and Thai people fucking straight ripping the video, uploading it with a Thai or Vietnamese title, and taking all my fucking money. How come YouTube copyright claims automatically for like copyrights. I got copyright claims on my own song when it's my fucking song. And it was literally copywriting from the company that I used to release my song. So it was recognizing that it was my song, but then it outright blocked the video. So now they actually just changed their rules, and if you upload a short video, like a vertical video, that is longer than 1 minute, you can't use copyrighted content at all, even if it's your own copyright. It just gets auto-blocked. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. But then you got these like Thai and Vietnamese people stealing my videos and just getting away with it, and there's nothing I can do about that, because I'm not going to go like sue them. I'm not going to go to a fucking court in Vietnam. But I should have got some money from that. It's crazy. I've been getting robbed my whole fucking life, man. Just the story of robbery. Just been getting robbed constantly. Anyway. Killer thumbnail, funny review. Oh, that video? Yeah, thanks. Anyway. I want to do some manga reviews here. What are we going to review? We're going to review Chainsaw Man. So I don't know how many of you guys have been reading Chainsaw Man and catching up, like caught up to the manga. I'm not going to talk about too many specifics, but I do want to talk about how it's really similar to Gantz. You ever think about that? How Chainsaw Man and Gantz are like the same thing, or the same pattern? So here's what happened with Gantz. The first few arcs of Gantz established a really solid core pattern that was super fun, super engaging and inviting, and it made you want to read more. And it was such a beautiful concept that could have gone forever, and I would have kept reading it forever, because here was the concept. We're going to introduce these characters who are playing a very unique game where they can accumulate points by killing aliens, right? And then because a lot of the characters die every time, you're always getting new characters. So it's a really easy and free way to introduce new characters. And then you can develop them to any point, kill them off, and then bring in new characters. You know what I mean? That's what was happening in Gantz. Was like, it was the perfect setting to have a constant influx of characters. You would develop some of them, kill them off, but then you'd have others that would keep living and keep developing and getting stronger, and you could slowly bring out a larger story, and we could slowly learn the mystery of Gantz, and, you know, we could slowly unravel these things. But I think they should have, the core of the story should have always been the characters, just like it was in the first 3 arcs. That was what it was all about. They spent so much time on Kei Korono, on Kato, and then the Kei with the big tits, and developing them as characters. But then what did he do? He kills them off, and then we get like just random shit. Like, after he tried that format one time, he killed them off and he didn't try it again. He never once was like, okay, I'm going to continue this character-focused, character-driven storytelling with this amazing formula that obviously works. No, he said, fuck that formula. Now they're vampires. And then it was like, fuck that formula, fuck the vampires. Now there's just random shit. Now people are coming back to life. Now Nishi is doing a school shooting and just killing his whole classroom. Now there's just like, yeah, now that we're doing mass shootings, like there were multiple mass shootings. Like, and then we're like going into space with like, it was just a bunch of random shit, and it was so hard to follow the story. Chainsaw Man is the same thing. Chainsaw Man, they established an interesting concept, character driven. Well, it still is kind of character driven, I guess. We introduced a new character. I liked what they were doing when they introduced the female lead and took a break from Denji after the main demon arc was over. I liked what they did with that, but then it was just kind of hard to follow what was going on because the manga moves so fast, and I think it'll probably be better when it's animated, but the manga is moving so fast. And, you know, it just feels like there's a lot of random shit. It's hard to follow like the rules. Like, what are even the rules of the world anymore? It's like, the fuck is going on? And then it kind of brings it in, and you do follow what's going on for a while, and then it zooms out, and you don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. And then some of the explanations are shit. Like, when the girl bought the aquarium, which, like, you can't do that. You can't buy an aquarium. Aquarium's pretty expensive. But she, like, bought an aquarium, and then she was able to turn the entire aquarium into a weapon because she owned the aquarium. That was retarded. And, like, from that point on, the author, the mangaka, realized he can just do whatever he wants and just do a bunch of bullshit, and nobody cares. Because his series got to a point of popularity where he's already rich and famous enough, so he's just fucking around at this point. And I think that's the same thing that happened with Gantz. I think with Gantz, too, at a certain point, he got rich and famous enough that he did not need to care anymore. And not everybody is an Eiichiro Oda. Not everybody can just bite the bullet and stick to it and keep grinding. You know, I think 95% of people in Oda's shoes would not finish One Piece, would end up more like Yoshihiro Togashi with Hunter x Hunter, would end up more like Gantz, or whatever the fuck else, would just say, I don't give a shit, I'm already rich and famous, and I don't care, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and end the series much shorter than anticipated. You know what I mean? But Oda, you know, God bless his heart, sticks to his guns, chain smoking cigarettes, and he's getting through One Piece. I just wish he could write better stories, because the stories fucking suck. The individual story arcs are fucking shit. The only thing One Piece really has going for it is a super strong introduction. The first arcs, East Blue, pre-time skip, all of pre-time skip is fucking goated. Post-time skip is shit. Every arc sucks. The stories are fucking shit. It's all garbage. So the only thing he has going for him now is this long-term, overarching, huge, grand world building. But on an individual story basis, it's fucking terrible. So that's why I can't get through it. We got Glib Glub up in here. I just dissed One Piece in front of the biggest One Piece fan in my subscriber pool. But yeah, One Piece sucks. Sorry, bro. It's unfortunate coming from me, but it does suck. It's fucking trash. One Piece is so bad, dude. Like, it's crazy. Imagine if Oda could write individual story arcs like Yoshihiro Togashi and actually have variety. Imagine. And then also do this grand world building. Imagine. That's when you would get the greatest manga of all time. But as it stands, One Piece is just not that good from story arc to story arc, unfortunately. I'm thirsty as shit. I gotta get a water. Hold on. Nah, Dan, I don't think that's it. I don't think it has to do with Jump, really. I mean, maybe obviously there's influence from the editor, there's influence from the company, but they don't treat him the same way as somebody like Kubo, because One Piece, you know how big it is in Japan. Like, One Piece is Jump. So they treat him well, and they allow him, they trust him, they know that he's a genius, and he has a whole fucking master plan for how he wants the series to go. I don't think the quality of One Piece has gotten worse because Jump is pushing him. I don't think that's what it is. I think he's just kind of a one-trick pony, unfortunately. He's really good at writing melodrama, and it's the same melodrama that he's written 30 times, and that's what he's good at, and that's what he writes. And every arc is the same exact cut-and-paste melodrama. And it's gotten to the point where the series is so long that you can't help but just see that everything is a mirror image of a previous arc. So, I haven't seen Gear 5. I'm not caught up. Because it's fucking boring. So I'm not caught up. Exactly. He takes a break every fucking 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. I barely see, because I go to the convenience store every day. Obviously, I live in Japan. I barely see the cover One Piece on the front page of Shonen Jump. You see that like maybe once a month, once every 6 weeks. He doesn't write that often, obviously. And at this point, One Piece is like a boomer series. I don't know how many kids are getting into it now, but it's kind of like a boomer series. The only people still reading it are like, I guess, people my age, but I think you got to be a little bit. You got to have pretty low self-respect to be reading One Piece weekly at this point. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just picking on Gliv Glove. Picking on Gliv Glove. I just don't think it's good. I don't know. Wano Kuni, it's fucking awful. Terrible. You know what's really good? I should make a video about this, like top 5 manga, Japanese manga that you can't read because it's not translated, because I want to get these translated. I want to reach out to like Vertical, Dark Horse, one of these publishers that wants to find these like hidden gems in Japan and bring them over to America and market them to America and you know, have like a new hit series. Because I've read some really good manga series that you can't get in English. I don't even think they're scanlated. The best one is called Midori no Hoshi, or The Green Star, Midori no Hoshi, and that is a fucking beautiful manga, dude. That is so good. It might even be in my top 10 manga. I think it actually snuck into my top 10 manga ever. And it's only 4 volumes. You know what, DigiCowboy? I should make videos trashing One Piece. One Piece can be the new Naruto. Fuck, I have to catch up now. I have to catch up because One Piece can be the new Naruto. I could just hate on it every week, every 3 weeks, and people would just like get angry in the comments and boost me in the algorithm. I should do that. But yeah, Midori no Hoshi is fucking amazing. It is just such a fucking perfect 4-volume series. It's so good. It's got this like whimsy. That's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for whimsy. I like whimsy. Midori no Hoshi has this whimsy where you just feel like you're taken away to another land and you just feel happy. It just feels good to be in the series. But then it also got these dark twists and turns, and it's got a lot of great little details. It's got great artwork. It's funny. It'll make you cry. It'll make you laugh. I love manga that can just do it all. It does everything. And it does such a good job at all of those things. And it's such a short manga, man. Yeah. Japan has no kids. You've got to appeal to the oldies or you would make money. You know what, Dan? I don't know about appealing to old people, but you know what they do appeal to nowadays is the erotic shit. Like you notice with Shonen Jump, they're releasing like World's End Harem, which is just straight up softcore porn, and that's under Jump. Like, why is Jump selling softcore porn? It's not. If you go back to the ecchi manga that I was reading when I was in high school, like Strawberry 100%, the classics, the good stuff. They're so different. Even just the panel formats. Now I've noticed with these ecchi manga, not that I read a ton of them, but I have noticed that the art style has changed overall, and the panel formats have changed overall. They have less panels per page, so they can be bigger, and they have less detail in the drawings. I think to make the girls look softer, something like that, look softer, younger. I don't know what it is, but there's less detail in the drawings, and they have bigger panels, bigger pictures, bigger boobs, huge tits now, and it's like every character now. Every character is huge tits. In Strawberry 100%, you had like 2 characters with big boobs, and they were like modest. They were like moderately big, and you got excited about it because it was like, it was special. You know what I mean? And now it's just like every character every character has either huge tits or she's a lowly, because you still gotta appeal to the lowlies. So you've got huge tits or lowly, huge panels, no story, or like a very, very slim story. And it's not fun, it's just supposed to, like, I don't know, supposed to get kids horny. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, the whole point is just get kids horny. Strawberry 100% was different. Strawberry 100% was an adventure. It was an exciting adventure with fun girls. They don't have those anymore. They don't do those anymore. They just straight up sell fucking softcore porn. It's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta get some water. Hold on. Yeah, back in my day, OG Gooners, back in my day, we didn't actually goon. We just got excited. There used to be more creativity back then, 10 years ago. Now everything's kind of like the same old slop with ecchi manga. I feel like I missed some of your messages, Dan. I did see you were sending a bunch of messages. I'd probably scroll up. The story of being Armenian? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, the story of being Armenian is getting robbed constantly? Yeah, I guess so. That's when you said that. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't go. They came to my hotel, spent about 800,000 yen on Lady of the Night while in Japan. That's so fucking crazy, dude. That's so fucking crazy, dude. Because I could go to a soap and it would cost 20,000 yen. How did you... And she would be very hot. She would be very hot. I got a recommendation from a friend. He told me, dude, humongo tits, 20,000 yen. That's all you need to do. You spent 800,000 yen? What the fuck were you spending that on? What kind of whores were you banging, dude? 800,000 yen? That's $6,000, dude. Holy moly, dude. Next time you come, you gotta fucking hook a brother up. We gotta go to these fucking places together. I gotta try one of these fucking $1,000 prostitutes, dude. That's crazy. What did they do? What do they do? Like, what? What did they do? What could be worth that much money? I can't imagine. Because the stories I hear about the basic program is pretty good. The basic package is already very, it's already satisfactory. So I don't know why you needed to do that. Now Koopy's joining in on the trolling, man. It's crazy. Review Ona holes for a couple of vids. Dude, I think I'm done. I think the chat hates me, and everyone just wants to make fun of me, and nobody cares about what I have to say. So that made me sad. Now I'm sad. Now I'm gonna go to my bed and try to, I don't know, try to, have some fun. Anyway, I guess we can talk about Indians. That is in the title of the video. Try to see if I can make a VOD out of it. Breaking news, Japan has announced they are seeking to have an exchange of 500,000 workers with India in the next 5 years. So that's 100,000 people on average per year. And they're saying it's an exchange. So Japanese people will be going to India and Indians will be coming to Japan. And that is for the mutual benefit of both countries. And no strings attached. It's just so we can learn from each other and grow together and strengthen both of our countries by sharing knowledge. And I think that's a load of bullshit, because how many Japanese people do you know, or can you imagine, are going to fucking leave this country, this wonderful paradise, one of the cleanest countries in the world, and go to India? Bruh. That is not happening. So we know almost entirely that 500,000 number is going to be Indian men mostly coming to Japan, because those are the guys who are going to be working in these fields that lack workers, being tech. For some reason, I guess Japan lacks tech workers, because Indians have been coming on tech visas for like 30, 40 years now already. So tech is the major thing that Indians do in Japan. But now I've been seeing them, they're working at the convenience stores just like they do in America. They've been doing the low-skilled labor because they have a lot of loopholes and they're getting into the country a lot more easily. So you're seeing more and more Indians everywhere, man, opening up these curry shops. And Japanese people love curry, so that's always been a thing. But it's expanding and it's broadening and broadening. You're seeing these big Indian gatherings and events in the streets of Japan, and it's kind of scary, man. I'm not gonna lie, because we see what happens to England, we see what happened to Europe. And there are 2 billion Indians, bruh. Like, I don't need another Mumbai to form anywhere else in the world, especially not in Japan. I mean, they have enough space. They have enough cities. They don't, listen, man. Like, can Japan just be Japan? Can we just have Japan? Can you leave me alone personally? Okay? Because I came here and I've been living here for 10 years to get away from a lot of the, I like to just be peaceful and clean. I just want to be peaceful and clean, and I feel like they are not bringing good vibes. Okay, they're not bringing good vibes. But yeah, here's the thing: 500,000 in 5 years. So what does that mean? It's pretty insane. What is the Japanese birth rate right now? It's about 1.2 kids per woman, which is not replacing, because you need, of course, 2 kids per woman. That's 1 for the woman, 1 for the husband. That would be replacement level. Many African countries have a 4.0 birth rate or higher, 5.0 birth rate. So Africa is expanding faster than any place in the world. Of course, white people are disappearing. White people are not reproducing. Japanese are also not having kids. South Koreans are not having kids. Indians are. The Indian birth rate in Japan specifically is about like 2.4, 2.5. So they are coming in here by the hundreds of thousands, multiplying almost twice as fast as the Japanese people. At this rate, 20% of the country might end up becoming Indian by 2100. Think about that. In just a few decades, 20% of the country could literally be Indian. And then, Japan just becomes like everywhere else. Becomes like Canada, becomes like London, becomes like anywhere else. And we got to take a stand. I mean, something has to be done about this. And there was a lot of backlash on Twitter about the African thing. I don't know if you heard about the African cities, but Japan also announced 4 cities that were going to be African hometowns, quote unquote, which was establishing a connection to certain African countries in order to probably facilitate easier immigration in the future, although they did not update immigration laws just yet in regards to these African countries. They were kind of setting up that sort of relationship for the future. Huge backlash online, huge backlash even within the government, on the news, on TV, in the papers. Everybody was pissed off because they do not want a massive influx of Africans coming into their country. Go figure. Huge surprise. Fucking shocker. So they backtracked on that and they erased those connections. They said, no, actually, we're not doing this African hometown thing. So now Indians becomes once again the main focus, because here's the thing: Africans are not really skilled. If they came, they would be doing like forestry, they would be doing farm work, they would be doing agricultural labor, just I'm not thinking of slavery. I'm not thinking of that. That's not funny. Hey, slavery's not funny. It's not funny that, picking cotton is not funny. I never said that.
Anyway, they would be doing mostly agricultural, physical, blue-collar work. They would not be doing tech work. They would not be doing stuff like that. For the most part, it seems like Japan wants to use African labor to pad these dying industries in the countryside. But then what you get with that is you get higher birth rates, and then you get these enclaves that form inside the country, and of course bleed out into the cities and everywhere else. And then you just get too many people who are not Japanese and bring their own culture and their own customs and their own selves and change the country. You change the face of the country. That's unavoidable. You completely change the country. And Japanese people do not want to be changed from the outside by countries that are inferior. They were changed by America, but they love America. They were defeated by America. They respect America. We're the strongest. So they took that in stride. And they said, you know what? We lost to geniuses, military masterminds, the most powerful people in the world, and we lost fair and square, and we're going to learn from them, and we're going to rebuild our country, and we're going to be partners with them, and we're going to, you know what I'm saying? So they have a respect for Americans. They do not respect poor, dirty countries, and they do not want millions of people coming in from poor, dirty countries. So Japanese people are, on average, more racist, more xenophobic than Westerners. And for good reason, because they look on Twitter and they look at the internet, and we have free information now, and you can just see what's happening in these other countries. So, shit, man, the Japanese Prime Minister just resigned, so some crazy shit has happened in this country right now. The Prime Minister resigned, a lot of pressure from both sides. Nobody in his party liked him at all, in the dominant party. The radical right-wing group, supported by young people who otherwise would never really participate in politics, got the most seats that any political party, any new political party, had ever gotten in Japanese history. So that's an unprecedented 12-seat win in the recent election. So we've got a rising young right-wing movement. You've got the boomers and the old people who are dying off, who are the biggest voter group. So every year, if this continues, you're going to have more and more radical right-wing youths rising up to power and taking over politics, and we're not going to be sitting around with this liberal Democratic Party for much longer. These boomers are on their way out. But the question is, will the boomers be able to bring in the Indians and destroy Japan before the young people can rise up and save their country? That is the battle that's happening in Japan right now. And I'm right here. I'm here witnessing it firsthand. I see these Indians, and they always walk in groups. You never see like one Indian. It's very rare. They're always in groups of like 13. You get 13 Indians just like ruffling through the street, and you can always hear them because that accent has like a particular sound. So it sounds like a jumble of like bees, you know, like a wasp nest, just like buzzing down the street. Anyway, that's my story. That's what's happening in Japan. I remember Ko's Indian girlfriend. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, huh? Remember she wanted you to take down the... Yeah, she did. She didn't want to be in the videos. That's crazy. I had an Indian girlfriend, huh? Imagine that, dude. Imagine that I used to have an Indian girlfriend, and now I'm like the most racist guy in the YouTube anime community. I used to have an Indian girlfriend, and now I'm just racist. If you were in America right now, you'd be canceled and have a target on your back right now. No, I think what I just said is not a big deal, and it's pretty common sentiment. Yeah. Remember your Indian boss. It's funny how you're like asking me if I remember things about my own life. Like, bro, you only remember that because I made a video about it. Obviously, I remember it. There's a lot of things that I haven't said in videos that I remember too. There's whole story arcs that are not on video, Danny, and I don't want to say them publicly because, yeah, I don't want. There's some stuff that I just rather not talk about. I think it's better to not talk about it for now. I might talk about some stuff in the future. I do have some big stories, but it's not worth it right now. We gotta further down the line. But yeah, of course I remember my life, Dan. I don't forget my life. I have a very good memory. Oh shit. We got a douchebag out here. What up, Jimmy? Long time no see, Jimmy. Douchebag 612. What's up? We out here. Shit, we're doing a live stream. We out here just like the good old days. Why are you so racist, Code? I'm racist because I think that's just the natural state of human beings. People are all racist. We've always been racist. And you're lying if you say you aren't racist. You're just lying. Like, it is actually like a biological, evolutionary defense mechanism to be racist. To identify the differences between you and other groups, because we're always creating a distinction between us and our family and our people and the other. That is the whole basis of existence, is the other and then the self and the family. Even your own immune system does that automatically. What does your immune system do? It determines what is threatening, what is an outside, suspicious entity, and it takes care of the germs, it takes care of the bacteria. But you have a lot of bacteria in your body. You've got some germs in your body, and we got some friendly, microbiome type shit going on. So the whole fucking basis of life is segregation. You have to have divisions, you have to have lines, you have to have borders. Without the borders, you don't have diversity. Without different races, you don't have diversity. If everybody mixes together, then you just have one brown, and you lose diversity because you don't preserve the unique qualities that make us different. Everything about life is about separating, which in turn creates divisions. Which in turn creates beauty and the unique things that we love about life. Japan is great because it's Japanese. Japan is not great because of diversity. But that's just fucking common sense. You can't just, if you're painting and you just mix your whole fucking palette together, you just get an ugly gray-brown color. You keep the colors separate so you can make a beautiful painting. And it just go like you can think about any concept. That's what we're trying to do all the time when it comes down to anything. Art, music. You're deciding what to keep and what to cut out. You're always drawing borders. Why would people be the only exception? Obviously we do the same thing with people. Okay, now I'm pissed off. Said your setup looks so pro and expensive, but why does it sound so fucked up? Yeah, why does it sound so fucked up? Does it sound fucked up? It's supposed to sound good. It's supposed to sound really good. So I hope it doesn't sound fucked up. This should sound better than I've ever sounded before, actually. Yeah. L Law says Sonic's Japanese voice actor also doesn't want globalism in Japan. Most Japanese people who have ever thought about it also don't want globalism. The problem is it's a feminine society. It's a feminized society. Even the men, they behave like women. They think like women. They act like women because of all the fucking soy. So all the women obviously don't give a shit and are stupid and don't fucking, like, they're not involved. Like, they're not a factor, okay? And then all the guys who are feminine, again, are not involved, not thinking about it, don't care, not a factor. So you're down to, like, the small segment of slightly more masculine young men. These are the only people who are caring right now about this kind of thing. White guilt is killing off innocent white women right now simply because people are so up in their own ass they can't admit they are racist. Yeah, everybody's racist, bro. You know the funniest shit is though is when black people say, "I'm not racist. I can't be racist because we don't have the systemic power in order to be racist. We require a systemic, you know." It's like, bro, that's not what race like. Who the fuck decided that racism meant, you know, you need like systemic control in order to be like, shut the fuck up, dude. Oh man, there's a lot like I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch this like dumb normie shit on the internet. I don't watch women. Period. Like I don't listen to women speak. I don't. Do you listen to women speak? Do you listen to women talk? Like I don't do it. I don't do it. So yeah. And my life is great. Like I have no regrets about that. It doesn't feel like anything is lacking in my life. I just avoid, oh, a woman is speaking about any subject. Okay, I'm not going to listen to that. Yep, don't read female authors. Yep. Anyway, now we're just going straight off the rails. We're going fucking off the rails. I'm gonna start getting Hassan Piker on my ass. Anime YouTuber suddenly reemerges to spout Nazi talking points. Nazi dog whistle? Dog whistle? We've got to keep the anime community. No, I think anime viewers are kind of based though. I think a lot of anime, there's a lot of crossover between anime and like smart young men who know what the fuck is going on, and that includes the black guys. There's a lot of black anime fans. Shouts out Uber Hikari. You know, I remember these guys, these smart N-words who, you know, they know what's going on. Yeah, no, but anime fans are pretty cool in general. No, that's not true. Anime fans are not cool. Cool is not the right word, but I think smarter than average, maybe. Is that true? I don't know. That's not a strong opinion. That's just a guess. Plumpy, that's true. Plumpy. Can't forget about Plumpy. The realist. Plumpy is the realist, dude. Plumpy and Smellieri, dude. Where are these guys? What happened to them? King of Lighting and Smart should have been... King of Lighting is definitely a smart guy, dude. Definitely a smart guy. He's smarter than me in a lot of ways. I could have just continued my channel and continued to kind of put on an act, because he puts on an act a lot of the time. I don't know if he's still doing videos or whatever, but back when I was more involved with manga reviews and stuff, I remember the King of Lighting would always kind of hype shit up to a really unnatural degree, even when it was a really mid chapter. And that is smart. Like, he was cooking. That was his career. He was making money. I could have done that. I'm just too real. I don't like acting. I like being myself. So I didn't do that. But it's smarter to just be fake and do whatever will get the most views and excite the most children to continue watching your content. But anyway, I don't know why we're talking about this guy, because I mentioned black people. Really, guys? You're going to be racist? You're going to talk about the one fat black guy that we know? A mutual black associate? He was always cool with me. I think we even talked about like collaborating at one point, but it just never happened. I don't know why, but I don't think there was any like hard feelings either way. I always thought he was fine. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. It's a long fucking time ago. That's crazy you guys still... We need some new fans, dude. We need some new viewers. Shit, bro. Everybody here is an old head from fucking 12 years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. How long ago was that shit? I graduated high school 2013. I was making manga videos 2013, but I wasn't caught up to One Piece yet until like senior year, I think. So I started doing weekly chapter reviews senior year and then through university, which would have been, yeah, like 12, 11, and then 10 years ago. Yeah. I'm out of here. I'm gone. All right, Koopy. See you later, man. I hope you feel better. I don't know. I'll pray for you. Yeah. Okay, have your dead channel to yourself. Alright, see you guys. See you later. See ya. I'm not saying I don't appreciate you being here. I'm saying, is it possible to get new fans, or is Danny right? Is my channel fucked? Is it shadow banned? Dead? Unsalvageable? I feel like I like that I've had it for a long time. I like the name Code Provider. I used to not like it. I thought it was stupid because I was not providing codes. But I think it's a good name. I should have never left Code Provider. I should have used Code Provider for everything. I did actually. I used that for Magic the Gathering too, but then I got in trouble with these like transgenders. It's the funniest shit, dude. Like, I joined the like elite Magic the Gathering club where the pros play private games, and they looked through my Twitter history and they saw that in like 2016 I made 2 tweets about transgenders, and it was the most innocuous shit. It was like something about how children shouldn't get surgeries, like get gender change surgeries, and how that's child abuse or something. It was very mild. It was like nothing crazy. Very, very mild transgender stuff. They saw that I had 2 tweets about transgenders, and then they were like, nah, you can't play with us. You can't play in the pro Magic the Gathering club. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, these nerd circles, in order to be part of a subculture, to enjoy a hobby, you have to agree with them on every political opinion. You have to like have all approved opinions, or you have to just keep all of your opinions to yourself. And the craziest shit, well, I'm not going to say the craziest shit. I'm going to reveal too much. I'm not gonna reveal too much. It is private. It's a private club. It's a private situation. I'm gonna show a little bit of respect, even though they did not show any respect to me, but show a little respect. That's all I'll say. I thought that was kind of funny that you can't play a fucking card game online. Please say it. Say it. Please say it. Say it. It's nothing. It's nothing. See, now you're hyping it up, so when I say it, it'll be disappointing. So it's better to not say it. That's what happens. It's better to not say it. I don't want to say anything because I'll reveal that I know more than I should know. I shouldn't know as much as I know about what's happening. I got the secret intel. I got the secret intel. Anyway. I can tell you another story. I got this prepared. Let me show you something. Hold on. Gotta set up the camera again. Oh, here we go. So check that out. See that? That is, let me move this a little bit. This is a logo for a pizza place. So this happened like 3 years ago at this point, but I never told this story. And I was thinking, like, what kind of funny stories could I share on a stream? And this just occurred to me. It's not, this just occurred to me. This is a story that I could share. So this motherfucker, okay. So this guy Bobby, right? This guy Bobby, if you're listening to this, Bobby, no hard feelings, but you are a piece of shit, and I am going to sue you if I find out you're using my logo. So this guy Bobby, so this guy Bobby, he's an acquaintance of my brother in America. They're talking, and it comes up that he needs a logo designed, and he's trying to open up a pizza shop, but he needs a better logo. And my brother's like, hey, my brother is really good with graphics. He designs t-shirts. He could probably design your logo. And so he sends me this logo, right? This is the logo he sends me. And these are the instructions I get. These are the instructions I get. He goes, I want to keep the text exactly the same. I just need a little something to make it pop a little more. I need it to be like a little extra push. But he wants to keep the text exactly the same. So keep that in mind. Oh. Holy moly. Hold on. Oh. So he sends me this. He goes, don't touch the text. It just needs a little accent. So I'm like, all right. What can I do with this situation? So I come up with this. Boom. Look at that. That's nice. I did exactly what he wanted. Oh, shit. I did exactly what he wanted. I fucking kept the text exactly as it is, but I thought, you know what? Let's put a little fire up there. Little fire for the apostrophe. Little fire for the apostrophe. And then we talked about it a couple times, and he wanted it to be black. Made it black. He wanted an alternative version, so I made an alternative version, and whatever the fuck. But basically, we went back and forth a few times. It took me a couple hours to do all the versions and the consultation and whatever. You know what I mean? And then it comes down time to pay. No, I didn't scam him shit. Do you know how fucking logos work, bro? You know how this takes work. It takes work to come up with the fucking idea and a nice clean logo. He couldn't come up with this fucking idea. You tell me, you think Bobby could come up with this fucking idea? The guy obviously had no idea about logos. He had no clue. This guy was completely clueless. And if he went to a professional graphic designer, it would have cost him a lot of fucking money, okay, to get the same thing. Okay? So anyway, I charge him $200 because it took me a couple hours for a specialized job here. $200, fair price. This is a genius idea. That's a genius logo. Considering the prompt that I had to work with, that I had to keep the text exactly the same, that was a bargain. This is a bargain price, $200 for this logo. This is a beautiful logo. He goes, oh, $200 for a little fucking fire? $200 for a little fucking flame? All you did is put a little fucking flame. And the fucking retard doesn't understand that no, graphic design is actually a process. Takes time to think about the idea, to draft the idea, to get the flame looking right. We had multiple little consultations where I was editing it according to his specifications. Alright, so $200, very fair price. I could have charged fucking $2,000, honestly, if I was a professional graphic designer. Yeah, there you go. That's more work than actual graphic designers charge 10 times for. Exactly. $200, that's a fair price. You're getting graphic design, personal consultation, graphic design work. You got exactly what you wanted. He was very happy with the result. Then all of a sudden, when it's $200, he starts throwing a fit about it, and he acts like it's unreasonable, and then he just blocks me, and I never hear from him again. So he moved to Texas after he blocked me, and he cut. I don't even think he talks to my brother anymore at all. He just disappeared. He fucking vanished. So he ran away. He stole my logo, and he ran away to Texas. I think Dallas, or one of those fucking big cities in Texas, Dallas or Austin. He wanted to pay $20. He offered $20, and I was like, $20 fucking dollars. I spent multiple hours consulting with him and going over drafts of designs. It's not fucking $20. Yeah, he stole my IP. So he stole my labor and my design genius to come up with this incredible design. He ran away to Texas, and I think this fucking guy Bobby opened a pizza shop in either Dallas or Austin or Houston. So if you're in Texas and you see a pizza place called Bobby's Coal-Fired Pizza, you tell him that he owes me $200. You tell him that he owes me $200. And if enough people tell him that he owes me $200, maybe he gets spooked and he sends me $200. That'd be nice. I need $200 right now. $200 would be very helpful. So So that's the story. Fuck Bobby. He stole my fucking logo, and he can go fuck himself. You know what? Fuck you, Bobby. You're a piece of shit. You're uninspired. I don't know you at all, by the way. And I guess he was kind of cool with my brother. But no, because fuck him, dude. I can say whatever I want. Fuck this guy. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I'm not scared of you, Bobby. Fuck you, Bobby. Fucking retarded piece of shit. You couldn't even think of this fucking idea. You were talking about like, oh, I did such little work. You couldn't even think of this because you're so fucking stupid. You couldn't even think of this. This is a genius, neat little fucking addition, upgrade to your design. Exactly what you requested. You couldn't think of this. You dipshit piece of fucking shit. You dumb piece of shit. You couldn't think of this. This is great work. This was great work. This was great work. So, Bobby, you can go fuck yourself, and that's my story. So, if you ever see Bobby's Coal Fire Pizza in Texas, with the flame in the logo, if he's using the original logo, then that means he's a man with a little bit of class. Okay, that means he has some respect, and he did not steal my intellectual property. But if you see that little flame where the apostrophe is, you know what to do. You know what to do. And I'm not saying, I'm not calling for violence against Bobby, but you do know what to do. Any new music you've been listening to? Yeah, I listen to a lot of music, bro. I listen to a lot of music, particularly Raijin, my own music. Check it out. We got some hot songs. We got hot new songs coming, brother. Hot new songs. Oh, I could put desktop audio on. I could just play my song. I'll listen to a fucking Raijin song right now. Shit. Are you listening to the new songs, guys? We got some hot songs. Some hot fucking beats. Some hot fucking songs. Check out this one. It's a hot fucking song. Can you hear this?
Fading into the midst of the mountain, chasing the youth, take a drink of the fountain, bouncing from 1 to 1,000. I won't hit the ground till I'm wrung out and doused in kerosene. It's so embarrassing and plain to see the shit you're saying is heresy. Just let me be free. Take a breather before you scream, cause you really might need her. On a heater, I hit it from the back while she leaned on the easel. Hair tipping in the palette, I'm spinning classics like madness. Speaking Japanese like Spike Spiegel, and I'm regal. Hear ye people, near before the Imperial Eagle. Yeah, you like it now, but when the lights dim down, ain't no backing out, ain't no slowing down. Yeah, you like it now, that we're breaking ground. I'm in the spotlight now, so don't make a sound. Swanton bomb off the top rope, Geronimo, go plotter, your jaw's broke like your chomp gobstopper. I box proper, hand and fist, I'm not a Glock popper, nor a cock blocker. Often eat raw ox, wonton, spin slots, drink Kazakh vodka, listen to prog rock, Dominican salsa, and visit the Prague Opera. Yo, chill. Hey, I'm a descendant of Buffalo Bill. I'm representing his ilk. I got the will, I wanna kill. I wanna piss in the sink and I don't really care how you feel. Yo, fuck what you think it, especially fuck how you feel. Yeah, you like it now, but when the lights dim down, ain't no backing out, ain't no slowing down. Yeah, you like it now, that we're breaking ground. I'm in the spotlight now, so don't make a sound. Yo, fuck what you think, ayy, fuck how you feel, how you fuck what you think, ayy, fuck how you feel, how you fuck what you think, ayy, fuck how you feel, how you fuck what you think, ayy, fuck how you feel.
Bitch. So that is the first English song that I've released. All the other songs are Japanese raps. That's the first English song I put out. I take that as a big compliment. You say the beat has some Nujabes vibes. That's a very big compliment. I appreciate that. Love Nujabes. Let me post you said post a link. Where's my fucking link? I gotta get a link to these songs here. Here we go. There's the link, boys. You can subscribe on Spotify, Apple Music, available everywhere. Check out my music. Thank you very much. Listen up. Share with your friends. Let them know that Cody Double G, Mr. Chip Jingles, is now spitting hot fire in Japan. I got some pretty cool shit. I got fucking some good female singers collaborating on some choruses. I like my music. Like, I think I'm not releasing stuff that I don't like. I like everything that I've released. I like everything I'm making. I'm working on stuff I like even more. So I'm excited about it. That's the thing. I like to do what I like. I'm excited about it. And each of these songs, when I released it, I felt like was my best song. You know what I mean? So it's been getting progressively better and better. And now I look back at my earlier songs and I'm like, it's not that good. But it's a growing process. And I should have started making music a lot earlier, because I am like a music otaku. Even way more than a manga or anime otaku. Music was always my biggest thing. But for some reason, I never really I always wanted to make a band. And I never thought to myself until more recently, hey, I can just get a DAW software and just produce everything myself and do everything myself, and I don't need a band. And I realized that recently. So from last year, I started releasing songs last winter. So it has been almost 2 years of making music now. I gotta start releasing stuff faster, I guess. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got over 10 songs, but I want to have a new song come up every week, but it's hard to keep up. And I guess the quality matters more than the quantity anyway. I just need one song to pop off in Japan. Preferably. Is it on Spotify? Yes, click the link, man. What do you mean, is it on Spotify? That link takes you to a page which lists every platform it's on. So it has the Spotify link, it has the Apple Music link, it has all the fucking links for every platform. So if you want to listen to my shit, there you go. Yeah, exactly. It is really hard to make a band, and that's when I realized I should just be a rapper, because I like talking fast, and I can rap. Dude, this guy's saying there's only audio on the left side too. That's crazy, because Danny told me the audio was fine. I believe Danny, so I don't know why people are randomly telling me there's only audio on the left side, because that's fucking crazy. If that's true, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains up. When you make it, I bet you're gonna forget about... Dude, I don't even know who you are now. What do you mean forget about you? I know Danny, I know Koopy, I know... Obviously Douchebag. Douchebag is my boy. You guys don't even know. Douchebag was in the videos. He was in the fucking New York City videos when we were eating pizza and going around together, and we had that funny ass story with that fat fuck on the train who was biting the pancake and spilling his food everywhere. Do you remember the New York videos when we were in the Kinokuniya looking at the yaoi porn and shit for Brandon? Do you remember this stuff? Cause oh wow, sound is only coming out of left hat. That's fucking terrible, dude. That's why we got no viewership. Why is my fucking audio messed up? I don't get it. Why would that be? Huh. This is terrible. That's so weird, because I use the same mic to record music with, and it's set up the same way. And on music it comes in stereo. So I don't know why it would be mono on only the left side. Now, that's terrible. That means the whole stream was like that? That's terrible. What am I even doing here? That sucks. You don't know what I do with my set. I don't know what I do with my set. I don't do fucking shit with my settings. Everything's set up as it should be. It's on both left and right for me. What the fuck? So this is crazy. Oh man. Some people, that's the thing. Some people are saying it's fine. Some people are saying it's fucked. So I have no idea. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. What? I have no idea. Gonna have to figure that out somehow. But at the moment, I don't see any fucking option where I could easily fix that. Oh. Streaming track 1 and 2? Is that... Did I fix something? I don't think so. Device 1... No? Well, because listen, Pobart, people were trolling me the entire night, so I assumed you were lying to me to fuck with me. Because that's what people have been doing to me the entire night. So, if the audio is fucked, I guess this whole thing was for naught. Because people won't go back and watch. Well, I mean, not that I was expecting anybody to go back and watch this entire stream. When I make the VODs, I can make it stereo, obviously, so that's fine, I guess. But why would it... Is this better? Hold on. Is this better? Maybe because I had... Earlier I had the surround setting because I thought I might be moving around and shit. Is this better? Is this clearer? Could I have done this the entire time and just made it better? I'm sorry. Well, I ruined everything. Let me know if this is better. Has it been 10 years since you moved to Japan? Yeah, it's been like 8 years. It's been 8 years, something like that. But I remember a lot of people who are not here today. I remember Ignair. I remember Brandon. Not Brandon Buckingham, but Brandon. Obviously, Old Shaman. I met Old Shaman recently. When last time I went to America, I happened to bump into Old Shaman, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy? So I met Old Shaman IRL. That was crazy. I don't know. It's a lot of guys. Light One Films. It's a lot of guys. I remember the faces and I remember the profile pictures and I don't remember the usernames. I remember those two, Hannah and someone else. They got married. They got married from the Code Pirates Facebook group. You remember that shit? That shit was crazy. Still left only is crazy though for the audio. I have no fucking idea why that would be. That's terrible. That's really annoying. That makes no sense. I actually don't know why that would be happening. Maybe, hold on. If I select this, no, this. Whoa, hold on. What happened now? Or am I just... No, that's just making it way too loud, right? No. Hello. Oh yeah, I should collab with PewDiePie, shouldn't I? That makes sense. Oh, is this... Hold on. Is that better? Is that work? Is that doing anything? Did that do anything? Did that do anything? I feel like that might have done something. Did I do something just now? Is that better? Remember when the J Room kicked you out and I was still in and would tell you when they would talk shit and they made a whole arc about me being a spy?
I forgot about that until you just mentioned it now. Yeah. Never mind. Well, I don't fucking know how to use the microphone with the live stream then. That's unfortunate. I thought that it would just work. Fuck. Dude, that's so triggering. That's very triggering, dude. I don't know. I don't even see the fucking like interface software to fuck with the microphone is like it's like closed out. I can't even find it. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just bugging out right now. Oh well. Oh well. I guess you can't listen with headphones. It's very unfortunate. That's why, like, hold on. Because the stream actually has a lot of views, but not a lot of concurrent viewers. It's because the audio was fucked up the entire time. That sucks. Because I think, like, 500 people stopped by. But I guess if the audio is only coming out of one ear, I wouldn't listen either. So, I understand. Terrible. Yeah, so we had 222 people come through. You sound good, Cody. Just only one ear. Yeah, that's not good. You can't do a live stream and have audio only coming out in one ear. This is fucked. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out for next time, but whatever. I think I raised something up, and now I hear myself too loud. I don't like that. Why did I do that? How did that happen? I don't know how to use this fucking hardware yet either. This sucks. I'm gonna do some ASMR now. Hey everybody, we got some ASMR. In a moment, if you pay me $100, I will switch over to my X-rated account and rub my penis on the microphone. So anybody that wants to see me rub my penis on the microphone, please give me $100 and I'll make that happen for you right away. Just waiting for a little donation. I'll rub my penis all over the microphone. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm just gonna penis the microphone up, only in one ear. You will only hear my penis in one ear. Just stop by because you haven't seen me in years. Whoa. I don't know what I did, but I sound kind of good now. I don't know what setting I just fucked with. No, so what happened was I had an audio interface that broke. So I'm down $2,000. And I got a new one that's a different brand that I don't know how to use. Because the other one was a piece of shit. And I did not want to buy the same shit twice. And now this one appears to be a piece of shit because the audio is only coming out of one ear. Alright, man. That might be it for the first providing the code stream. What did we cover? We covered the date I went on with a crazy reptile breeder. We covered Chainsaw Man movie, Chainsaw Man manga review, comparison to Gantz, Japanese 500,000 Indian exchange program coming up, African hometowns news, Witch Spring R video game review, and do we talk about anything else? Midori no Hoshi manga recommendation. If I don't think you can find that yet though. Somebody needs to scanlate that, or some company needs to contact me because I will translate it for you, but
I'm not about to do that without the rights. I need to work with a company that buys the rights to publish it because I'm not trying to get deported for scanlating manga. So yeah, let me know, man, if any of you work with the fucking manga publisher. I was in contact with Vertical Ink years ago, but I don't know what they're doing nowadays, so I have no idea about that. But that is a title that Vertical Ink would publish. Seems like their cup of tea more than any other publisher. So yeah, we need Chainsaw Man to run through India. Pray for Chainsaw Man to save us. That's facts. That's facts. I think I'm gonna end the stream and go fucking jump off a bridge. What are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna go jump off a bridge. What are you gonna do? What are you doing later? Hey, what are you gonna do later? Let me know. Anyway, before we end the stream, everybody, I want to thank our super chatters and donators. We have Mar, or Mar, M-A-R, Mar, who gave me $5 and I appreciate that. That's big. That's huge. That's going to go a long way. So we're going to take that $5 and we're going to double it and give it to the next person. We're going to double it and give it to the next person. That's exciting. Check out the fucking music if you like that. Check out the new fucking designs if you want to buy some clothes. I got some cool shit. If you want some new fucking swag, there you go. Check the link in the description. Link in the comments. We got pimp ass fucking shit. You don't see super chat? Hold on. You can't super chat? You can't super chat on my stream? Through YouTube? Is that true? Did they remove super chats from my account because I'm not monetized anymore? Wow. I thought everybody gets super chats. I thought that was just like a mainstay feature. Well, that's fine. Whatever it is. Yeah. Huh. Well, there's a link to the Streamlabs in the description. But, that's weird. Huh. Maybe it's something I have to enable again in settings, or it's something I can't do. Because, I'm not popular enough. I'm not cool enough. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I have to be in the YouTube Partner Program. They removed me from the YouTube Partner Program. Isn't that crazy? I've been a YouTube partner since 2009 or 10 or whatever. They removed me from the YouTube Partner Program. It's crazy. So, the only way to do it is Streamlabs. Shit. Wow. Anyway, music, we got big things in the works. The TikTok, I have a TikTok, which is also the same as the YouTube. It's Raijin Music. But I'm doing also other stuff on TikTok. We got a viral video on TikTok. I had a TikTok video with 7.3 million views. And then I uploaded a sequel to that, which got 500,000 views. And then the sequel to that had my song in it. So 500,000 people have heard my song that I made that is on stream platforms. But I will say that not many of them actually went to Spotify after they heard my song. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, Went viral on TikTok. 500,000 people heard my music. None of them cared. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I gotta go viral again. So, I went viral in Japan, and then I went viral globally. Like, people I know saw the video and didn't even realize it was me. And then other people that I'd met later, I showed them that video because it came up in conversation. And then they were like, wait, I saw this. So, my TikTok fucking blew up all over Japan, and then blew up internationally, and everybody loved the video. And that's all I got, man. That fucking sucks. Shit, man. Shit. Fuck. Code is willing to do anything but be consistent. I mean, bruh. Like, I gotta eat. An N-word gotta eat, okay? An N-word gotta eat. So, if it's not making money, I gotta keep moving and trying other things. But music, I've done consistently for 2 years now. And I'm consistent in the local scene. I go to the cyphers, I do the freestyle events, I go to the shows, I support the boys. I'm in there. I am a mainstay representative figure of the local hip-hop community. So there is that. I just follow what I feel like doing. That's all. It's not my fault that One Piece is bad. No, I can't quit my job to review One Piece because One Piece is bad. So, sorry. There's nothing I could do about that. Alright, sorry about the ear situation. Thank you for being here, everybody. Pretty consistent 20 viewers here. The real fans. Everybody in the chat was trolling me the entire time. But the real fans stuck with me for 2 hours. I'll do this again. We'll try to make it consistent. I'll see if I could edit a VOD from this. But the problem too here is that I have to fucking go through the 2-hour stream and find the segments that I could turn into VODs. This shit sucks. All that, like, busy work, the busy work part of making content sucks so much dick. But, I don't know why the fuck the audio's messed up. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm pissed off. Because I could have used the fucking shitty ass Blue Yeti mic, but at least it would have worked in both ears. So now I just don't fucking know. Now I'm pissed off and I don't know what happened. Got this expensive ass setup and it sounds like shit. So now I'm pissed off. Now I'm pissed off, everybody. Now I'm pissed. We love Cody. Take care, buddy. Yeah, honestly, I could use a fucking Indian right now just to fix my audio. This sucks. Get them Indians right here, right now. Link to your music. Oh, you mean the description of the stream? Okay, calm down, bro. I put the music link in the comments. How do I even edit this while it's live? Here we go. Edit the description. But you could just watch the videos. Like, I've been uploading videos sometimes on this channel. I guess people miss the videos. So, okay, I guess I could pin a comment. Alright. What I'm gonna do next, because I can do it very well, and I haven't done it, which I should have done from the start. I think that was a big mistake. But I'm gonna start just covering Japanese artists' raps, because like that's easy content. I think that Japanese people like to see foreigners trying to learn Japanese. It makes them feel good. And like, if they see a foreigner covering a Japanese rapper very accurately, I think that could get some views. So that's a good way to promote. A lot of artists promote through doing covers. I don't know why I have not done that yet, but I got to start doing covers. I got to start covering rappers. Because I'm also really good at doing impressions. I can do a really good copy of different rappers' voices. So I'm going to definitely do that. That's the next promotional idea I've got. Obvious idea, but I haven't done it yet. When was the last time you visited the U.S.? I visited the U.S. in May. My rap name is Raijin. Raijin. Alright guys, it's 3:30 a.m. Catch you later. Catch you next time. Check out the music. Check out the shirts. This is one of my shirts right here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't even have the new shirts that I designed, because I also opened up a parallel store like Teespring in Japan so I could order it for myself. But then that site had a sale and I missed the sale. Or I hit the sale. I placed an order during the sale. And then they said I had a problem with copyright with one of my images, which is just not true. And then I tried to reorder without that item, and then the sale was over. So now I can't afford my own shirts. This is fucked up, dude. I can't afford my own shirts. I want to rep my own shirts, and I can't afford them. This is bad, dude. I gotta start selling my rare shit, which sucks. I like having rare shit, and I gotta start selling it. I've got some rare shit that I'm just sitting on because I'm too lazy to sell stuff online. If anybody's interested in rare video games from Japan, send me a message. Send me a message, Instagram, whatever. If you're interested in rare Japanese video games, I've got some good stuff for you that I need to get rid of, and I don't want to open an account on Yahoo Auction, like a seller account, to do that. How about starting an OnlyFans with some Japanese women? That's a interesting idea, actually. Maybe I should just become a pornographer. That's a good idea, did you, cowboy? Hey, thanks for the idea. I should be sending you a tip. I should be sending you a donation. That's a great idea. Wow, I'm going to take that one to the bank. Thanks for the idea.